Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and on this one I'm gonna compare three classic speakers: Marshall Vintage, the original V30, Celestion Greenback, and a Celestion Creamback 75 watt, the G12H. And just to let you know that my local music store, MusiX, came up with this really cool service, in my opinion, that if you buy a speaker from them, they will put it to your cabinet for free. Or let's say if you buy a combo amp, but you don't like the speaker that it comes with, they will change it for you for free. And let's say if you buy a, like this Marshall cap, I actually bought this from MusiX. What I have there now is two greenbacks like this and two 75s, but I'm not a big fan of the G75s, so I'm gonna change one of them to the Creamback. So let's say you buy this cabinet, but you wanna have like two Creambacks in there, you know, like in exposition. They will do that for you in the store, and then they will ship the new cabinet and with the extra speakers. So they're not gonna buy the extra speakers or swap them. So you will get two extra speakers. But what is cool, that many of you probably know, that the value of a separate speaker is actually quite much bigger than when they are in a cabinet. Because this cabinet, I believe this is around 700 Swiss francs, which is about the same in euros. You buy a greenback separately, that's 120, 130, maybe even 150 euros. So the speakers itself are almost the price of the cabinet. So you actually win in a way that if you buy a cabinet, then change, let's say, two speakers, you know, to some other that it originally comes with, and then, you know, MusiX will do the job for you. Then you know, you will get the cabinet you like with two extra speakers, which you can sell maybe on reverb. Because those of you who have done this knows that it's a pain in the ass. Yeah. Okay, the screws are off, and then let's lift this. Then I'm gonna move one of the G75s away. So originally this cabinet comes with four greenbacks, but I actually swapped with my friend because I wanted to give the G75s another chance. They actually work sometimes pretty well when you blend them in, and sometimes in standard tuning, but the mids are so strange that I don't really like them that much. So I'm just gonna keep one of them there if I need someday. But I've heard a lot of good things about this Creamback. I haven't tried it yet, especially this G12 with the H magnet, which is 75 watt. This is a 16 ohm, like all of these. So let's see how that sounds. Alright, the speakers being mic'd, so single SF57 in front of each speaker, aimed directly to the edge of the dust cap, and then about 2 inches from the, you know, front grille. And I'm gonna use 4 amps, Marshall JCM A9203X, boosting that with Bus SD1, Peavey 5150, boosting that with the Zudas Duality Plus on a modern drive setting, Marshall 1987X Plexi, boosting that with a Zudas Triax clean boost. And then for completely clean tones, ADA's MP1 preamp on a solid state clean channel into Marshall JCM 2000 TSL's effect loop, so power amp. I'm gonna switch between the speakers with my solid state UF8, and I'll put always a picture that what amp is in question and what speaker, so you can follow. Alright, let's do this. Hi, it's me from the future. While I was editing the video, I realized that I didn't play any single notes as lead line, so I'm gonna do that with the 800 and plexi. And first is the vintage speaker. Then the vintage with the plexi, boosted with the triax. Alright, conclusion about the distorted sounds. In my opinion, the vintage speaker and the Creamback works best with these modern high gain amps, and a Greenback definitely with Plexi. Plexi and Greenback, they're made with each other. I always, when I use Plexi, it's always Greenback. The vintage speaker on the Creamback, Plexi has a lot of that, and it doesn't have much of that upper mid bite. So the Creamback highlights that really nice. And then because of the 800, especially 800 has upper mid bite, the vintage speaker works really well because it's really balanced, full mids. And the Creamback, I actually like that a lot too. It was, to me, it was kind of like a mix between vintage speaker and a Greenback. So there was mids, but the lows were tight, and there was a little bit of more of that upper mid bite than on the vintage speaker. And the same, you know, with the 5150. Okay, then ADA, solid state clean channel with Bass CE5 chorus into Marshall GSL, and let's start with the vintage speaker. Yeah, the guitar is ESP Mirage Deluxe from the 80s with EMG 81 and SA single coil pickups. I didn't use the gain boost at all. So, conclusion on the clean sounds. Again, my personal opinions, yours may be different. The vintage speaker, too much mix, it was little. The Greenback, I actually like the most. Creamback, so it had mids but not so much, and it had that upper mid bite which I think it needed. Greenback, with whatever settings I have there, was a little bit too scooped. So if Greenback would be my only option, I would boost the mids from the preamp because it was a little too deep. The Greenback was my favorite for these cleans. Again, because to me it felt like the best of both worlds, you know, vintage and Greenback. Conclusion, like you heard, guitar speaker can make a huge difference because it's probably one of the most underrated parts of the signal chain, but to me it's like the most important, like you heard. I mean, I changed amps 5150, 800, yeah, a little bit. Then when I changed the speaker, ooh, and same microphone, SM57, well, 3 different SM57s, same place, straight to the edge of the dust cap. I think all of these are great. My favorite for high gain tones, Marshall Vintage. Second favorite, Creamback. I like it a lot. A little bit different, a little bit more upper mid bite, but I really like it, so I can't wait to try that out on the full productions or recordings. Maybe blend those speakers or record left guitar with vintage, right guitar with maybe different amp with Creamback and so on. For vintagey plexi tones, definitely Greenback. It has always been, and most likely it always will be, my favorite. Because Plexi has that whole lot of that, and Greenback kind of balances that because it has a lot of low end and less mids than the other two, so it just works with Plexi. hey, hopefully you found this interesting and informative. And like I said in the beginning, check out MusiX site. They have this great service where, you know, they do the swapping to you and shipping and so on. And they have a large selection of Celestion speakers. Marshall vintage speakers you basically can only get if you buy the cabinet, but there is a British company that for somehow they get these from Marshall and they sell these separately. So I'll put their link in the description too. Alright, hey, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care, bye.